Welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. We are here today at a very, very famous site here in Saigon. This is what used to be called Independence Palace. Well, I guess they still call it that, but I think the government here calls it Reunification Palace. So, just a brief history. Vietnam for a while was actually split into two countries. We had North Vietnam and we had South Vietnam. So this was kind of like the White House of South Vietnam up until the 30th of April 1975. So if you guys have heard the term Fall of Saigon, this is where the Vietnam War ended. Here in Vietnam, they call it the American War. But you might remember some tanks going through these gates here, and that was the end. That was the end of the war. So I'm not going to go through the whole war and what happened, and I'm not going to go through the politics of it. The whole point of this video is just to show you around the grounds and go inside. They pretty much kept a lot of the palace the way it was looking in 1975 when things ended. So we'll take a walk around. Usually this is one of the biggest tourist sites in Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City, it's not that many tourists here today. Ho Chi Minh City doesn't have a lot of tourist sites, not a lot of interesting ones anyways. But yeah, so here's the gates where the Vietnam War ended. When those tanks from North Vietnam came through, that was the end. And these might be the tanks up here. We'll take a look. These might be the tanks that ended the war. In that short building there, there's a Highland Coffee. It's right outside the palace grounds. To get in, it costs 65,000 dong, or about $3, which is not bad. Not bad. I just got a haircut yesterday and I forgot my hat, so I'm gonna get a pretty nasty sunburn on my head tomorrow, but that's okay. So these might be the tanks that ended the war. We'll check. We'll take a look. You guys can screenshot this. I guess these tanks are identical to the ones, so they weren't the exact tanks, but probably the same model, I'm guessing. The same model of tank that ended the war. This is right in the middle of District 3, I believe, or District 1. It's so nice to have all this parkland in the middle of the city. Of course, it's not open to all. You got to pay the admission price to get in, but $3. You get to spend some of the day here. During the weekdays, they actually close this at noon, I believe. And on the weekends, you can get in until 4 p.m. So, not a bad deal. It's about 11 a.m. on a Friday. So I got about an hour and a half here until, or I think the grounds close at 1. So let's see what this plane is. So again, you can screenshot this and read this on your own. So FIE fighter aircraft. So you see here, they got it in Vietnamese, in English, and in French. As you know, Vietnam was, what do you call it? Yeah, French territory for a time. So you'll see a lot of that influence here. I mean, with the baguettes for the banh mi's, that's part of the French influence. I'm not sure why they do this in Saigon, but you see the trees? A lot of the trees in the city, you'll see they have numbers and letters on them. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know, maybe they're taking an inventory, perhaps. So, yeah, very quiet. You got a couple of tour buses here. So this is what your typical Vietnamese bus looks like. Nothing special. They have their license plate number plastered all over the bus. That tree up there is kind of worrisome. It's kind of leaning. I don't know if there's a story about that tree or not. So I would take you around the rest of this, but it's just pretty much parkland. So nothing too exciting here. Oh, I guess there's a restaurant down there and a children's area down there. Ah, look at that really nice fountain. So we're right here by the actual palace itself. So this would be a good time to end the first part of this video, and then the second part of this video we'll go inside the palace and take a look around. I'm not sure, this might be a 2 or 3 parter, but I just don't like to make one video too long, because I know people aren't going to sit through a 30 or 40 minute video. So I like to do my videos in parts. All right, so for Asia Unscripted, this is the end of part 1 of the Independence Palace video. Take care out there, and I'll see you again for part 2.